Good morning, dear students. In today's class, we are going to continue with our chapter, The Final Victory, Khaled Hosseini. In the first part, I have explained you all that how there are four first characters like Amir, Hassan, Baba, and Rahim Khan. Amir was the protagonist. Hassan was Amir's closest friend. Baba was Amir's father, and Rahim Khan was father's closest friend. So there was an old winter tradition in Afghanistan to fly kites, and it was a very big contest. Every year there was a big contest held in Afghanistan, and this year also a contest. This old kite flying competition is going to take place, and Amir has taken part in it. And all of a sudden, Amir gets worried and he doesn't want to take part in that competition. Then Hassan makes him, consoles him and make him calm. And then Amir is gets ready to take part in the competition and all. Now Amir, at the last we saw that the Hassan flew had flew the kite in the sky, and now Hassan tossed the kite in the sky, and now Amir is flying the kite. Now we will see from the next page that I took a deep breath, exhaled, and pulled on the string. Within a minute, my kite was rocketing to the sky. It made a sound like a paper bird flapping its wing. Okay. Now, as soon as Hassan tossed the kite to the sky, he took a deep breath and exhaled and started pulling the string of his kite. And within a minute, his kite had reached to a rocket height in the sky, and it sounded like a paper bird flapping its wing. We all know that whenever we fly a kite, what kind of sound it's make. Okay, Hassan clapped his hand, whistled, and ran back to me. He handed him the spool holding onto the string, and he spun it quickly to roll the loose string back on. Okay, now as soon as the kite reached a certain height, Hassan became very happy. He clapped his hand and he whistled and he ran back to Amir, and Amir gave the spool, that is the reel, back to Hassan. He holding on and kept on holding the string, and Hassan spun the reel quickly loose so that it would be easy for Amir to fly the kite. At least 2 dozen kites already hung in the sky like paper sharks roaming for prey. Okay, now around 2 dozen kites were flying in the sky. It seemed as if this kite seemed as if sharks who are looking for prey. What is prey? Prey means suppose an animal, carnivorous animal or omnivorous animals kills another animal. So the animals which it kills, it is called it is prey. Okay. Within an hour, the number doubled, and red and blue and yellow clouds glided and spun in the sky. Now, within an hour, now the number doubled. Before he was seeing around more than 2 dozen kites, then within an hour the number has doubled, and there were red, blue, and yellow clouds gliding over the sky. A cold breeze wafted through my hair. The wind was perfect for kite flying, blowing just hard enough to give some lift, make the sweeps easier. Okay, now a cold wave breeze drifted through the air of Amir, and the wind was perfect for flying kites, and it was flowing on that much like there is a particular type of wind is needed. We can't fly kite on a very windy weather. Okay, a cool light breezy type of weather we need for flying a kite, and that much the breeze which was blowing at that time was hard enough to give some lift to his kites, making the sweeps easier. Next to me, Hassan held the spoon, his hands already bloodied by the string. Okay, now Hassan was holding the spool reel, and his hand had become bloodied by the string. Bloodied means it had filled with blood. Okay, soon the cutting started, and the first of the defeated kites whirled out of control. Now soon people have started cutting kites of other, and the defeated kites means the kites which were cut were whirled out of control. We know how when a kite get cut, it moves here and there, and finally it falls down, है ना? And they fell from the sky like a shooting star with brilliant rippling tails showering the neighborhood below the prizes for the kite. Now, when the kite was being cut, they fell like a shooting star. Shooting star means tutta hua tara, we know. Okay, with the shooting star and with brilliant rippling tails. We know all the kites, we put a tail at the back of the kite, showering the neighborhoods below the prize for the kite runners. Now, as the kite fell, we know there were kite runners, that were kite runners standing in the road, so that they, whenever a kite falls, they are going to run and grab a hold of the kite. So when whenever a kite fell in the neighborhood, all the children were getting ready to get a hold of the kite. I could hear the runners now hollering as they ran the street. Someone shouted report to of a fighting breaking out to streets down. Okay, now, Amir said that as soon as a kite was being cut, he could hear the shouting of the children running in the street. And someone also said that in two streets down, when in the next two street, living two streets in the next street, a fight has been taken place between the two groups. I kept stealing glances at Baba sitting with Rahim Khan on the roof and wondered what he was thinking. Was he cheering for me, or did a part of him enjoy watching me fail? Now, while flying the kite, Amir also kept on looking his Baba and Rahim Khan in the who were sitting in the roof, and wondered, and he also thought that what Baba and Rahim Khan was thinking. Basically, he was thinking about Baba, not about Rahim Khan. What he was thinking, he thought that was his Baba cheering for him, or did Baba enjoy saw him fail? Okay, they were coming down all over the place. The kites and were still flying. Okay, now people have started cutting kites in a great pace, and all the kites were falling down all over the place. And but Amir's kite was still flying. I was still flying, but my eyes kept wandering over to Baba, bundled up in his wool sweater. Was he surprised I had lost it as long as I had? He was still flying its kite, but he kept on looking Baba, whose Baba was sitting in a bundled up in his woolen sweater, bundle covered in his woolen sweater. And he thought that, was Baba surprised that I lasted such a long time? You don't keep your eyes to the sky, you won't last much longer. I snapped my gaze back to the sky. A red kite was closing in on me. I had just caught it just in time. Okay. Then he remembered that if he doesn't keep his eyes to the sky, he won't last longer in the game, tournament, competition, you can say. Okay, I snapped my gaze, and then he started looking back to the sky, and a red kite was coming near to his kite. I had caught it just in a time, and he have, instead of that red kite being cutting Amir's kite, he had caught that kite in the right time. Okay, I tangled a bit with it, ended up bashing him when he became impatient, tried to cut me from below. Okay, so what did Amir do? Amir tangled. It means Amir's kite tangled, moved, tangle. What you can say? Covered that kite from all over its sides. Okay, covered, and that kite became impatient to cut that kite. And when that kite was a kite runner, a kite fighter was getting impatient to cut the Amir's kite. At that moment only, Amir got a cut of that kite. Got cut that kite. Up and down the street, kite runners were returning triumphantly, their captured kites held high. They showed them off to their parents, their friends, but they all knew the best was yet to come. Now, children were running in up and down the streets. The kite runners were running up and down, and after getting a hold of the kite, they were returning triumphantly, victoriously. Okay, and they, whatever kite they got hold of, they were holding it high, and they showed that those kite to their parents and to their friends. But they knew the best was yet to come. What was the best? The last kite which was going to be cut, that was the biggest prize. The biggest prize of all was still flying. Okay, the last kite which was going to be cut was still flying. I sliced a bright yellow kite with a coiled white tail. Another gash on the index finger, and blood trickled down into my palm. Okay, now Amir again cut another yellow kite which was having a coiled white tail, and when he cut that kite, it caught a little another gash on the index finger. He got again hurt in his index finger, and a blood came out of his index finger, and it passed through his palm. I had Hassan hold the string and suck the blood dry, bloated my finger against my jeans. Okay, now when the blood passed through his palm, what did Amir do? Amir let Hassan hold the string, and he sucked the blood. We know now, whenever blood comes out, we used to in our hand and all, we suck the blood of that portion, है ना? So similarly, Amir also sucked the blood, and he rubbed his hand against his jeans. Okay, Within another hour, the number of surviving kites dwindled from maybe 50 to a dozen. I was one of them. Okay. Now, one more hour passed, and the number of kites kept on decreasing. In the beginning, it was 50. In the beginning of the hours, it was 50, and now only a dozen were left. And Amir's kite was one of those dozen kites. Because the guys who had lasted this long were good, they wouldn't easily fall into simple traps that, like the old lift and dive, Hassan's favorite technique trick. Okay. Now, Amir believed that all this. Amir believed that this part of the tournament, as only a dozen kite was left, it would take a longer time to finish the tournament because these guys have reached at the top position by cutting various other kites, and they will not fall in simple tricks and techniques of other kite runner fighters है ना. They would not fall in the technique of old lift and dive technique. Lift and dive technique might be a technique of flying kite. Okay. And he said that all the kite fighters met the kite fighters who were left in the last part of the competition were very good, and it was not easy to get their kite cuts, as they will not fall in the easy tricks and techniques, and they will not follow the old lift and dive technique. And this lift and dive technique was a favorite technique of Hassan. By 3 o'clock that afternoon, tufts of cloud had drifted in the sun, had slipped and the sun had slipped behind them. Shadows started to lengthen as the spectators on the roof bundled up in scarf and tape. But okay, now it was 3 o'clock in the afternoon, and there was clouds all over the sky, and the sun hid behind the clouds, and the shadows started to increase. Now people on the roof were bundled in their scarves and thick coats. We were down to a half dozen, and I was still flying. Now only a half a dozen kites. Half a dozen kites means around 6 or 7 kites were left, and Amir was still flying. My legs ached and my neck was stiff, but with each defeated hope grew in my heart like snow collecting on a wall on a flake at a time. Okay, but as with every and only a half a dozen kites were left, and Amir was still flying. But its legs were hurting, and his neck also became stiff by continuously looking at the kite. But as with every defeated kite, with every kite which was being cut, the hope of Amir grew like a snow collecting on a wall. My eyes kept returning to a blue kite that had been wreaking havoc for the last hour. Okay, now Amir's eyes kept on returning to a blue kite which was creating great destruction for the last 1 hour. How many has he cut? I asked. I counted 11, Hassan said. Do you know whose it might be? And tipped his chin. Okay, Hassan clucked his tongue and tipped his chin. So, Amir asked Hassan about this blue kite, that how many kite this blue kite has cut. Hassan said that I have counted 11 he have cut. Then Amir asked that, do you know whose kite it might be? Then Hassan clucked his tongue. Clucked his tongue means to bit his tongue and moved his chin or head, we can say, moved his chin, saying that no, he doesn't know. Okay, that was a trademark Hassan gesture, meant he had no idea. It was a feature gesture which Hassan used to make when he had no idea of what something. Okay, the blue kite sliced a big purple one and swept twice in big loops. Okay, okay. Now what did the blue kite do? A blue kite got a hold of a big purple kite, and it cut that kite in two big loops. Okay, finally that blue kite was able to cut a big purple kite also. 10 minutes later, he would cut another two, sending hordes of kite runners racing after them. And after 10 minutes, that blue kite again cut another two kites and another two kites, and all the kite runners went after that two kites in order to get hold of the kites. After another 30 minutes, only four kites remained. Now 30 minutes after that 30 minutes passed, and only four kites were remaining. And I was still flying. It seemed I could hardly make a wrong move, as if every gust of wind blew in my favor. Okay, and still Amir was flying, and it feel that Amir could hardly make any strong move, as the wind was also flowing in his favor. I had never felt so in command, so lucky. It felt intoxicating. I didn't look up to the roof. Didn't dare to take my eyes off the sky. Okay. He never he felt so actually, being in the top 4, Amir felt very happy. It felt so intoxicating means he was completely drenched at that moment. Okay, he didn't dare to look anywhere apart from the sky. He couldn't dare to take his eyes off the sky. I had to concentrate, play it smart. Okay, he said that he need to concentrate and play smart. Another 15 minutes, and what had seemed like a laughable dream at that morning had suddenly become it was just me and the other guy. Okay, another 15 minutes passed, and in the morning he just thought, he was just dreaming that okay, I will be in the top 2. It became a reality that he and the blue kite guy was still flying in the sky. The blue kite. The tension in the air was as taut as the glass string. I was tugging with my bloody hands. Okay, tugging with my bloody hands. Okay, so there when only two kites were left, there was a great tension in the atmosphere. Okay, and he was still Amir was still trying to play hard with his bloody hands. His hands had been drenched in blood. People were stamping at their fleeing, clapping, whistling, chanting, Boborish, Boborish, cut him. Okay, cut him. I wondered if Baba's voice was one of them. Okay. Now people were stamping their feet and clamping and whistling for the other guy, the blue kite guy, and the name of the guy was Boborish. They were cheering for Boborish, 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 cut him, cut him. And Amir also wondered that if Baba was also one of them who was cheering for Boborish. Music blasted. The same smell of steamed mantu and fried pakora drifted from rooftops and open doors. Okay, now music started playing everywhere, and the smell of steamed mantu. Mantu is a dish served in Afghanistan. It is a meat stuffed dumpling. Okay, meat like momos. You can say a momos filled with meat. So that is called as mantu in Afghanistan. Okay, the smell, and he could get the smell of steamed mantu and fried pakora, and from the rooftops and the open doors of the people. But all I willed myself to hear was thudding of blood in my head. But all he could hear is the thudding of blood, and all he willed to hear, that is the thudding of blood. Thudding means falling of continuous, his hands being drenched of blood. Okay, he was all able to only able to feel that, and all he was only able to hear that the falling of blood in his head. Like, basically he's trying to, he's not falling, his the blood is not coming out from his head. He was just hearing the blood droplets which were falling from his hands at that moment because of flying kite for such long hours. He was just able to hear. He's saying that I'm just hearing to that. All I saw was the blue kite. All I smelled was victory, salvation, redemption. If Baba was wrong and there was a god, like they said in school, then he would let me win. Okay, and all he saw in the sky was blue kite. He said that all I smelled was victory and salvation, redemption. Salvation, redemption means mukti. Okay, if Baba was wrong and there was a god, like they said in school, if he said that if Baba is wrong, and if in school they said there is a god, and if he is there, then he would surely let me win. If God is there, then he would surely let me win. I didn't know what the other guy was playing for maybe just bragging rights, but this was my one chance to become someone who was looked at, not seen. Okay. He said to, he was all these things now, Amir is thinking in his head only, that I don't know what the other guy is playing for, and I don't know what he deserves after this win, but or he's just playing for bragging rights. Bragging means getting rights or ownership. But this was my one chance, but this was his my one chance. Amir is talking to himself and saying that this is my one chance to become someone who is looked at means who is admired at. Okay, and not seen, just listened to, not heard. He wants to becomes to someone who, to whom people listen, and he's not someone to whom person normally hears and avoids. He wants to be a person to whom persons listen. Basically he wants to become an idol. Okay, and suddenly, just like that, hope became knowledge. I was going to win. It was just a matter of when. And he knew that he was going to win, and it was just a matter that when he is going to win. It turned out to be sooner than later. A gust of wind lifted my kite, and I took advantage. Okay, and that time came very soon. A gust of wind flew, a breeze of, there was a gentle wind blowing, and that wind lifted his kite, and he took advantage of that gust of wind. Fed the string and pulled up. Looped my kite on top of the blue one. I held position. The blue kite knew it was trying desperately to maneuver out of the jam. Okay. He fed the string, means pulled the string and started pulling his kite up. He looped my kite on the top of, he started looping his kite on top of the blue kite, and he held position, and the blue kite holder knew that he was in trouble. It was trying desperately to maneuver. The blue kite holder was trying desperately to maneuver. Maneuver means a movement performed with care and skill out of the jam. He was trying to move out of this situation with very much skillfully. Okay. But I didn't let it go. But Amir didn't let the blue kite go. I held position. The crowd sensed the end was at hand. And Amir took his position, and the crowd who were cheering and standing over there, and they knew that the end was about to come. The chorus of cut him, grew louder. You are almost there, Amir Aga, almost there. Hassan was panting. Everyone started shouting, cut him. And Hassan was also shouting in that Amir Aga, you are almost there. You are almost about to win. Cut him. Then the moment came. I closed my eyes and loosened my grips on the string. It sliced my fingers in and the wind as the wind dragged it. Okay. And then finally the moment came, and what did he do? Amir closed his eye and he loosed his grip on the string. And when the string was kept loose, it cut his finger again as the wind started dragging the kite. Okay. And then I didn't need to hear the crowds roar to know. I didn't need to see either. Hassan was screaming and his arms was wrapped around my neck. And then what happened? He didn't need to open his eyes or didn't need to hear by the cheer and the crowd roar of the crowd only, and by the happiness around only, he was able to understand that he have finally won. Okay. Hassan was screaming, and Hassan have wrapped his arms around the neck of Amir, saying bravo, bravo Amir Agha, cheering for Amir and saying that bravo, bravo Amir Agha. I hope you all are able to understand this chapter. Thank you.